Let's look at some classic trend formations with these price bars and a series of price bars that you'll be seeing all the time when you're trading and looking at things. And if you're taking notes, I think that's very helpful, very good. There's going to be two things in here that I'm going to mention that it might be worth a note on, and I'll tell you when I share them with you, so you don't have to try to guess at that. I'll tell you this might be a good thing to take a note on. But there's two big overriding concepts that are coming up that I think are very important. So if we look at classic trend formation with price bar series, so we're looking at price bars, open, high, low, close, and all that, and they have a series of price bars over a period of time, right? So if we look at a series, or if you're looking at a series, and they tend to be, let's say, uptrending. So the highs are higher. You have higher highs. So each day, the high is getting higher than the day before. And that gives you some additional confirmation that it might be, basically, an uptrend, or an additional confirmation if the lows are also higher too. So your highs are higher and your lows are higher, everything's higher and prices are going higher. That can give you a signal of a strong uptrend. And if you feel that trend's going to continue, you might want to buy in and enjoy, that uptrend and ride that uptrend until it's time to sell. And you can enjoy a price increase and profit from that. By the same token, a downtrend would be lower lows, right? You're looking at the lows and are they going lower? So is the low today lower than yesterday or lower over the past few days, and looking at that trend? And again, if the highs are actually lower, the high of the day keeps trending lower, then that's a stronger confirmation indication too that everything's going lower. It's rarely that perfect. Sometimes you have ups and downs and all that and pullbacks and things, but you're going to be looking for this overall trend, where things are happening. And one of the key things, and this would be the first thing that maybe take a note on, is you want to wait for the trend to develop. Where people really struggle is they might think, oh, I think a trend's developing, but they haven't really proven it yet, or they haven't really shown that from a technical analysis standpoint. You need to let the trend develop a little bit, and so that it's a real trend and not just kind of a fake where it's going to go the opposite way you want. The way to lose money in technical analysis is to kind of guess at things before they've actually developed. You want to let things develop. You want to have trends develop. So that's a key note to take away, is let the trend develop. And we'll learn how to draw trend lines and things. We have a whole section on chart patterns. But right now, higher highs are upward trends, lower lows are downward trends is a classic way to look at that. And you can see that kind of graphically here too, as well. So if you see on the left here, the uptrend, you see how the tick marks on the right-hand side, the closing prices, you see how on the right-hand closing prices, they're always going from each price bar, each up and down price bar, how they keep going on the right-hand side, keep going up. That's showing a definite uptrend because they keep going up. In fact, even the lows look like in this here, let me double check. Yeah, it looks like the lows are going up too. So this is a strong uptrend where the higher highs are higher and the lows are actually going higher than the previous day too. Again, left to right over time. Same thing with the downtrend, left to right, further time would be in the back. You can see how the lower lows on the right-hand side, how the prices are getting lower each time. Just a little bit, but so it's not a super strong one, but you can see the right on each individual vertical bar, how that represents a day, and how each little tick mark on the right gets a little bit lower each day, showing that there's a downward trend. The part that I just showed you an example, I actually pulled from a real chart. And I highlighted that here with little green dashes, and you can see how, if you were trading this, you could see, on the far left of where the green starts, where the green highlight part is, actually going all the way left. If you go all the way left, you can see how the price bars were kind of up and down, right? Kind of, there's no definite trend. They're up and down, right? Outside the green area to the left. And then they start to turn going upward, those black bars going upward, and that's what we were showing the higher highs. And then it reversed, and the trend went to those three price bars where it went lower, and you had a little mini trend there of lower lows, and it started trending the other way. And then if you go beyond that, beyond the green box, you can see it went up for a day, and then down for a day, and then started kind of going, sideways a little bit, up and down, and then you can kind of go on from there as far as some significant price moves both up and down. But if you look inside the green box, you can definitely see a strong upward trend, and for a short period, a downward trend there just based off price bars. The second thing I think you'd want to take a note on, by the way, is not only wait for the trend to develop, but also understand that the trend is your friend. Probably the most classic thing that's ever said in technical analysis is the trend is your friend. You'll see that come up every while. Because the idea of the trend is this gives you some prediction capability. When you have those strong uptrends, you can kind of predict that will continue, and you can kind of identify when that trend might be over. So the trend is your friend. Look for trends. You want to be friendly with trends for sure. And that's the key part of a lot of technical analysis, is identifying trends and making decisions around that. So remember, the trend is your friend, but also you got to let your friend develop. So let your trend become clear and develop, and we'll be showing you how to do that up in upcoming lessons.